Hey guys, Johnny with Upscale. So today is Monday, man, and not able to do anything today because it rained yesterday, which was Sunday. It rained, man, from about noon until around 6 o'clock. It just rained mostly all day, uh, and the ground's real wet. We got water standing. We'll get out tomorrow and start mowing. But today was a day that I uh, I do mostly lot work. I have some lot work that I do. I have about, today I would have had about 6 or 7 just open lots, and I had one lawn, which I can roll it over to tomorrow. But question I wanted to ask was uh, scheduling. How many of you guys schedule your work? And the reason I ask that question is because I know a lot of lawn care providers, guys that do lawns that don't schedule anything. They just, I don't know how they do it. They're just more off the top of their head. I have a friend that's in the lawn business, and I asked him, man, do you have a schedule? How do you? I just go and mow. How do you just go and mow people's lawns, and people don't know when you're coming, and that is a big deal. You may not think that it means something when you go this week, you went and mowed their yard Monday. Next week, you mowed their yard Wednesday. Uh, the next week, you mowed their yard Saturday. You even end up showing up on a Sunday, and that'll get you in trouble. Down here where I am, people frown at you coming to the house on Sundays because this is somewhat of a Bible Belt area, and people do not want you coming to their houses on Sunday talking about mowing the lawn, which is why I schedule Monday through Friday. And when I say schedule, how many of you guys actually have a schedule? Let me show you what I'm talking about. I got one in my truck. And when I say schedule, I do mean a schedule. How many of you guys actually have a schedule? If you're not scheduling your work, leave me a comment and tell me how do you do it? Because people want to know when you're coming. I've gotten so many lawns because uh, people tell me I have a lawn guy, but I don't ever know when he's coming. And a lot of that is from guys having a full-time job and he's doing lawns on the side. Even when I had my full-time job, guys, I scheduled everything I did on a daily basis. Everything. I've never mowed without a schedule. But I'm just an organized kind of a person. I like to organize everything I do every day. I like to know what I'm going to do when I get up in the morning. I like to know where I'm going. Very rarely I get up in the morning and don't know what I'm going to do. But people want to know when you're coming. And I schedule, like I say, Monday through Friday. I don't schedule anything on Saturdays. Definitely not Sundays. And the reason I don't schedule anything on Saturdays is because, and I've said it before, Duck is my main guy that works for me, and it is what it is. He has some lawns that he does on his own, not any of mine, but he has 4 or 5 yards that he does on his own, and all of us do. If you have a guy that works for you, it's no doubt about it. Don't think he doesn't have some lawns on the side that he do, because he does 9 times out of 10, and we all know that. And I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. So I try to get him off on Saturdays, because I want to be off on Saturdays myself. But scheduling, guys, is so important. You have to know what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, and then to your clients, that shows organization. That says that you are organized. Now, another thing I want to hit on: pricing. How do you do? This year, I've done, man, a bunch of pine straw installs and some landscaping. To me, that's landscaping. I've done a couple of mulch jobs, not near as much mulch as I do pine straw. But how do you get paid for that? Do you get that up front? I think the way things are now, guys, I get at least half. If I do a pine straw install, I get half of that up front because pine straw is not cheap. And say, for instance, you got a pine straw install and say it's 25 bales. 25 bales, you talking about $130 worth of pine straw. Maybe a little more when you get through with taxes. So you've got to come out of pocket with that until you can collect your money. Well, what if something happens along the way? What if they change their mind? I did a mulch job one time for a lady. And we had discussed this for a couple of weeks. I text her the night before I'm coming and said, hey, are we still on to do the mulch job? She said, yes, tomorrow morning. Okay. She needed 50 bags of mulch. I go and pick up the mulch that Monday morning. She calls me and tells me she changed her mind. She doesn't want to do it. Now I've got 50 bags of mulch on my trailer that I've paid for. I had to literally go and run her husband down to get my money for the mulch. And he ended up paying me because I told him, I said, hey man, your wife told me she wanted to do the mulch job and now she's saying she doesn't want to do it. And I've got 50 bags of mulch on my trailer. I need my money. And he paid me, but that's a situation you don't want to find yourself in. I don't want to find myself in that situation. So if you're doing landscaping work like that, guys, I say get at least half. I would say get the whole thing up front. It wouldn't be a problem. And you know, I used to be kind of timid about asking for money up front and asking for charging certain prices. Hey guys, this is a business. Now, if you're working under the radar, maybe I guess you have to do that. But you know, hey, this is a business, and you got to get paid. This is what I do. This is all I do. Lawn care is all that I do. I quit my job in 2016. I don't have an extra job. This is what I do. I do this 12 months out of the year, so I have to get paid. So remember that, guys. Scheduling, and when you do a job like that, get your money. I mean, it's just was on my mind today, and I wasn't more than anything. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to change oil in my Bradley today, my 2 Bradley mowers. But that was just on my mind about scheduling. And remember, the customers, clients love it when you're organized. They love it when they know when you're going to come. All of my clients know when I'm going to come to their house. And normally I'll send them a text the night before and say, hey, I'm coming to cut your lawn tomorrow. And all that is, a reminder is to leave my money. Make sure I get my money. Make sure I get paid. Because guess what, guys? Your clients only remember the last thing you did. They remember the work that you did the last time you were at their house. They don't remember anything from 2 weeks ago. So the job that you do when you go to their house, the way you scheduled them, when you did their lawn, that's what they remember. They remember the last thing that you did when you were at their home. Hey, y'all like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. See you on the next one.